Alright guys, I'm on another adventure today. We have just selected this little stream, me and Chigg, trying to just do some exploring today, and we come across a bottle dump here. That's his machine laying there. We're going to do some metal detecting here too. But most of it's broken. He did find one a minute ago that was complete. I don't know where it's at. But here's a nice, it's broken at the bottom. That would have been a nice one. It's a green. Look how thick that is. That's a real old whiskey bottle. There's some, this would have been what's called a torpedo bottle. The bottom of it is rounded and it would have set on a wire frame. A little bit different style there. One thing I'm going to bring up, be careful when you're doing this. We got into some ground hornets up there, some yellow jackets, and I got stung on the wrist and on the behind. But yeah, and then a minute ago I eyeballed a we were up there on the hill and I eyeballed a harmonica reed. Didn't even use a metal detector for that. That's one of the nicest ones I've ever found. They're usually broken in half. Really cool to find that. So yeah, we're gonna do some exploring and hopefully we don't get stung anymore, right?
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah,
back up there.
We're in an old area today, and I've been in here a long time ago. Is when I first started doing this kind of stuff, and I didn't really know exactly what I was doing, but yeah. So we're gonna look around in here and we'll get back to you when we find something else, guys. I think Bo's on something there, maybe. Water's nice and clear today.
Yeah, maybe you can see better than that.
Yeah, let me get my polarized glasses back on. These are for fishing, and they really help you see in the water a little better than just with the naked eye. He said he found an old piece of stonework jug or like crockery up here, but it was broken. But I've never seen one that big. Just out in the river. Let's pull it up here and look at it. Oh my goodness, that is a big one. And you can still see there on the bottom where when it was being made, you can see see these rings here. This is where it was being spun on the potter's wheel. It's real nice. That would have been a humongous stoneware crock. I don't think it has any designs or anything on it. It's a piece of a toilet. All kinds of junk in here. Find a little Coke bottle. And it looks like we got a bottle here in the water. Probably going to be modern though. It's kind of shaped like a modern bottle. Oh no, it's an older one. Not real old. See how it has that little wavy look to it? Probably going to be like a 1950s or 60s soda bottle. Kind of has a weird design. So yeah, it's not old, but it is vintage. We'll keep my eyes open here to see what else I find through this spot. I am going to take that bottle. I'm just going to leave it right there as I detect through here and try to eyeball a few things. Looks like there might have been a dump here. A lot of trash. Broken, but it's still neat. Oh, what's that? Like a piece of lead, maybe. Anyway, this is beautiful. Look at that design on there. Like a green piece of a pottery. Probably an old flower pot, maybe. I'm gonna clean that off. Wow, isn't that pretty? That's a shame it's broke, but what do you expect? It's probably over 100 years old. Looks like the, I can't remember what that symbol's called. They use that in New Orleans a lot. It does have a name. I just don't know offhand what it's called. Yeah, I got into some ground hornets and got stung on the wrist and on my rear end. So yeah, it's hurting. It's pretty cool though. I like that green. Almost tempted to take it even though it's broke, just because of that neat design on it. I just found this piece of copper on the end of a, like there's some wood going through it. At the top you can tell where the wood handle would have been in it. I don't know what it could have been though. It rang up really good on the machine. Yeah, I'm gonna go out here in the middle and try. There's some more rock. but nothing great, but it is old. Not a great find, but it's still fun to get out here and check the water here. There's a bottle laying in the water. Looks broken though. Oh. Yep, it's broken. Like I was telling Bo, what happens is a lot of times these get water in them and they bust in the wintertime when they get cold, and there's a crawdad living in there. There's a crayfish living inside there, guys. Down in there. I think I'm gonna leave him be. That's his little home. He's made him a little house out of that. He's probably scared to death, so we're just gonna let him be. Put it back in the water. There you go, little buddy. You don't have to come out. He came out. He's probably scared. All right. It's a very trashy area. Town's close by, so it doesn't surprise me. Another bottle. It's going to be a Pepsi bottle. 1960s, probably, maybe late 50s. Would have had a paper or painted Pepsi Cola on the side here. You can see it's embossed Pepsi Cola right there. It's crown top. Old soda bottle. Just got a really good signal, and it's a blue, it's like Lamborghini Hot Wheel car maybe, or a Matchbox. That rang up really good. It was just laying on the surface there, on the top of the sand. There's a number 7 on the side of it, maybe like a racing one. All right, yeah, it's a Lamborghini. I think I see a railroad insulator in the bottom here, the glass insulator. Let's hope it's not broken. Being here in the water, I'm gonna be shocked if it's not. There is a railroad close by, so it makes sense. They also use these in the telephone lines. Yeah, it's gonna be it's not broke. Yeah, it's got a chip out of it right there. I'd like to have been one of the blue colored ones, but it's still almost complete. I like the blue, the aqua colored blue ones. This is just a clear one. It's probably a Hemming gray, more than likely. Yeah, it's a Hemming gray. I can see it there. It's probably dates to the 20s, early 1900s.
I don't think that's what they were digging. I'm going to show you this stuff. This is really disgusting.
We got a weird spot in the river here where there's these holes that somebody dug, deep holes.
Maybe they're digging this. I mean, it looks like marble.
Looks like stuff to make pottery. Like
That's what I'm trying to think. It looks like marble, but that might be what, that's part of what they're doing. They're digging something for pottery, I bet.
dude, look at that. It's like natural clay.
Yeah. That's what they're doing.
We figured awesome, man. Yeah. They're making clay out. They're getting the mud out of here. They got carpet in here.
Very silky right there. You feel it with my fingers. Very, very silky. I mean, just very smooth, you know?
Yeah. There's a horseshoe laying up here on the bank, too.
Here, man.
Yeah, they were digging mud out of here to make pottery, but I seen a horseshoe. I don't know. It looks like a... Maybe that's not a horseshoe. I don't know.
Those are things that go on the tracks.
The tracks. It's a railroad piece. Look like a big horseshoe. All right. All right, we figured out the mystery. They definitely were getting mud out here for clay. I don't know how they knew this spot was good for that, but they sure did.
Concrete and stuff around this is not terribly old, so I wonder if they pilfered that from the nearby graveyard, kind of what it looks like.
Well, remember I showed you the one uptown too, behind the one spot. Remember the headstone?
Headstone that was like a sidewalk or something?
Yeah, well, me and Bo just happened to come across this, and we seen where they used somebody's headstone here. It says "Our Son" on it with a wreath design as a retaining wall for this river here. And the police are coming to get us, so we better get out of here. No, we're gonna keep going, guys. Just got a 15-16 on the machine, and I think we got an artillery shell here. We don't know what. It don't look like it's gonna be Civil War, but it's gonna be some kind of weaponry here. You ready for me to pull it up? Let me know. Oh God. Here we go. Let's pull it up and check it together, everybody. Water's awful clouded up to go under now. It's an artillery shell. I think it's going to be like World War I or something, maybe. What are you thinking? You know what it is?
It's a splody. It's not going to explode. Yeah, that's an artillery shell. Fuse. We had a base fuse that's gone, so it's perfectly safe. You can see the driving band right there. So it's like World War I or II, or it can be Vietnam for that matter. I mean, you have to clean it up.
Crazy.
This driving band, be copper. It might have writing on it.
Yep.
If it does have writing, I have books that I can look it up.
All right, cool. That's the guiding.
That's awesome. Man.
That was like your wear band. I don't want it to go through the barrel.
The rifling
The rifle and make it spin.
Right.
Dude, at first I looked at the back, I thought, just a pipe. And then I'm like, no, dude, it's got a point to it. It's got me an artillery shell. Freaking awesome. Here we go. This is an artillery shell. Probably going to go with World War I on this. Somebody was pitching them out here on this bank for some reason. Chigg's back there looking for his pick. But what an astounding find for me. It's not Civil War, but it's still stuff I collect. I'm going to probably run this through electrolysis, get all this crud off of it. Wow. So excited. Jeez. It wasn't in the ground very deep either, in the sand there. Guys, just got me an old padlock. It's going to be brass. I think it says Yale. Heard of that brand before. But that was a coincidence because old Chigg, he's been finding a lot of padlocks lately. I think I showed him that. He's bringing them here to me now. Yeah, it's an old brass yellow padlock. It's missing the top. That's an old lipstick tube. Probably from the 1940s, maybe even 50s. It's copper. I'll dry it out a little bit. There might be a design on there for you guys. It's an old lipstick tube. Found an old buck knife here in the water. It's been in here a good while. Might send that in, see if I can get it replaced. They do that. Well, with the buck knife, I gotta clean it up, make sure it is. Pretty cool. I just got a real good signal on the machine. 25 constant on the machine, so I knew it was something good, and it's gonna be a wheat penny. Can't see the date on it, but it's a wheatie. And I see a bottle over here, so I thought we'd run over there and not run, but kind of walk. Let's see what it is. It's gonna be broken. It's probably gonna be another Coke bottle. We keep finding Coke bottles today. Yeah, it's just a Coke. The top of it's broken off. It's an old Coke bottle, an embossed one. And that's December. That's one of the Christmas Cokes. Patent December 25th, 1922. I should call that a Christmas Coke. Too bad it's broke. I'd like to have kept that one.
Hope you enjoyed it.
As you can hear Bo saying, we're getting out of here. I had to shut my machine off because if I don't, I'll keep going. He just found a fishing sinker. He's got some nice bottles in his bag too. He got upstream. Oh look, he's got a lure. I don't want to get too close to the magnet, but yeah, there's a lure stuck to his magnet. Yeah, if you get too close to the magnet, it'll erase the memory in this in the camera. But we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, he got. All right, well guys, we'll see you guys on the next one. It's been fun. We went pretty far, probably a couple miles. It feels like. We'll see you guys on the next.